Hey, Sagittarius. It's hot out there today, isn't it? I can already feel the heat. Like, I'm not even outside and I can feel it getting hot. The hottest state in the United States is, to me, would be Florida. It's the most humid to me. I don't know if it's really the hottest state or not. I haven't looked it up, but I'm just like, Florida is so hot. I bet it is so hot in Florida right now. I like the state I'm in better because it does get hot, but not as hot as Florida. And it gets cold here too, but not as cold as Canada. So I'm happy where I'm at. All right, Sagittarius. So for your present, we have joy and stability. This is you focusing on your own needs at this time. Joy and stability, security, comfort, you focusing on your own needs. In the past, we have the confront card. That's an interesting card. It looks like he's confronting his shadow in the past. Let's see what this card has to say, though, because it is one of the major arcana for this oracle deck. The traditional archetype for this card is the moon. Introspection and clarity were important in the past. Feelings that were laying dormant were coming to the surface. They have been part of your conscious for some time. They're referred to as your shadow self and represent all of your fears and delusions regarding matters of the heart. You may have concerns about examining these issues, but know that when an issue rises to the surface, it's ready to be faced and healed. Have the courage to acknowledge and confront these newly emerging feelings. Look at them from all sides and try to determine where they first came from. When and how were they planted in your subconscious? So usually our shadow self, what gets implanted in our subconscious, I mean, to me, looking at it from a psychological point of view, these could have been beliefs from your parents, from previous generations, that make up your shadow. And it says to question the validity of these feelings. And I like how it says to question them because your shadow is basically made of systems feelings. Okay, and with systems feelings are feelings that come from the family of origin, you know? So for me, a systems feeling would be never go to a boy's house, never go to a guy's house. That for me is a system feeling. And it's not a real feeling because it's not my feeling. I may want to go to a guy's house, not a boy's house, but a man's house because I am a grown woman. But, you know, based on a systems feeling, I may not want to go if I'm still, letting my shadow control my life, right? So, let's see. Often these feelings were based on your childhood imagination and are no more than illusions. They're not appropriate for your adult relationships, yet they persist. They're not based on reality, but they're powerful influences and can affect your relationships in major ways. They can even prevent a romantic relationship from manifesting. Have the courage to explore your beliefs and misconceptions about love. You may find that these emerging feelings are based not only on your limited perceptions, but also on what you actually saw or experienced as a child. Okay? Know that whatever your reality was then, it does not have to be your reality now. You are no longer that person. Examine these feelings and gain clarity on who you are and what is true for you regarding your relationships. So I examine my feelings about relationships and release what is no longer my truth, okay? So in the past, you were working on your shadow side. Shadow work is hard. It really is, because to me, shadow work is about phobias, things we learned in the past that aren't really true. I mean, it's part of it. It's not completely part of it, but it's part of it. You know, these phobias, right? If I don't do this, if I don't do that, something bad's going to happen. For the future, we have success and growth. This is you growing and being successful. Success and growth. Now, this traditionally is the Eight of Wands, so there could also be some sort of communication involved. Success is at hand and it may happen quickly. Your past efforts are being rewarded. There is a time of new, flourishing relationships and successful resolutions to conflict and struggle. There is also an ideal period for this is also an ideal period for greater understanding and personal growth. Listen expectantly for messages that will help you see yourself and others in a fresh and positive light. These messages can come from anywhere: your spirit guides, nature, books, or even a television program. They bring new beliefs about love and what is possible. Old ways of thinking and being are coming to an end. Plant these new ideas as seeds and watch them take root and grow, okay? So to me, this is you focusing on positive things in the future. Positive, realistic things, not toxic positivity. There's a thing called toxic positivity where people are positive about every little thing. Oh, wasp stung me today. I'm so happy. Why would you be happy about a wasp stinging you? It's okay to be sad if something bad happens. We don't have to be positive all the time. But I used to think we did. I used to think that we had to be positive all the time because I was watching somebody that did tarot readings like that. And he wasn't a bad tarot reader. It was just I couldn't figure out what was going wrong. You know, it's like, okay, everything is positive to you. Like, what is, you know? And then I read a book, a workbook about, I guess, I don't know if it was about self esteem or what it was about, but it talked about toxic positivity in one part of the book. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And I probably have a little bit of toxic positivity myself. I mean, but uh, what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? I guess we're just going to accept ourselves as we are, right? And just try to live our lives. So, um, thank you for coming to this reading, Sagittarius. Um, I just think things are going to be great for you. Thank you.